Hi everybody, welcome to Scarlet Hollow. It's a demo. It's a horror game. I'm actually going to... I don't know if the music is too loud for you, but hopefully it's not. Alright, so... I don't know what this is about, but it looks really cool, like the art and stuff. I think it's all in black and white. But sure, why not? Let's go. I like the little skeleton hand. My name is Evie Peasy. I live in the city of love. Sure. And then does not impact gameplay. Oh. Well then why would I do it? Doesn't matter? She? Sure. Oh my god. Select 2 traits. This is fucking tiny. I have it in windowed mode. Hold on. A little bigger. Okay. The cat. Yeah. I love that. Alright, cool. I love it. He's like, hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Okay. Talk to animals. Okay, so it tells me. So, hot. Extremely good looking. A natural flirt. People just like you because you're a good person. Okay. Book smart. Well read. Rational. You possess a wealth of historic knowledge. Esoteric knowledge. Clearly this one's not for me. And you know when to use it. Keen eye. You're observant. Empathetic. I don't know if that's true. No door can hold you. You're good at lying and hard to lie too. Fast talker, and you could read people in the room. As a gift and a curse. You're strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in ways that others cannot. And then you're tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness, an opposing presence that commands the room. A mean right hook. Motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna do street smart and talk to animals. They love animals. And I would say that I'm good at reading people, maybe? Maybe not. Do I talk? Okay. You jolt away as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment you're hazy on the details of it, where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it, but as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days comes back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. The bus noises. Can I touch this to adjust? We're gonna just... a little bit. Tiny bit. Alright. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So, anyway, as I was saying... He looks so eager! Oh no. He's still here. Those fucking eyes, man. Stop staring at me. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours talking to you without pause. You're not even sure that he stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. So, I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Oh my god, my dude. Wait, what? A feign an illness? I don't think I'm okay. Wait, what? Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she's gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend. He said I hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell in the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and geez. You ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Yeah, it's so funny. Very funny. Oh no, oh no! No! I'm in the middle of something. Excuse-moi. Can you go? Mama's busy. Alright. Alright. Maybe I never really wanted to kill her, even if I threatened a little bit. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now. What the fuck? This guy. Oh no. She's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I always wanted to go there. Yeah, your girlfriend's giving birth, like, right meow. And you're thinking about ditching her? You're to go to New York? After she tried to break up with you. And you threatened to kill her. This guy. He's just... Hey now, I never threatened to kill her. You just told me that you did. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe over text, just a little, but Father Good's scary. Plus, her mom's there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I'd probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand. She's chill. Anyways, where did you say you were headed? I didn't? No need to be nasty, I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it these days. That's the only other stop this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I know. Almost nobody goes up that way. Though, come to think of it, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the holler, you see. And there's always a jobless here and two of the boys around here. I never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die! God, this dude. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you didn't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. What the fuck is that? Ew. I don't want that. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. I hate that I could hear it. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I thought you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Okay, tip. So sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Yeah, no. No. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on an empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Ugh, gross. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. Thank goodness. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling that feels so disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Evie Peasy. Oh, Tabitha. Okay, sorry, I'm reading. Okay. You instantly recognize the warned woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Looks like somebody needs a hug. Okay, yeah. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend more time down here than I have to. Well, she seems delightful. Your cousin turns and motions towards an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Oh, I thought that was gonna be me. That was like the picture in the demo. Was this character. Okay. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Okay. Well... I feel like this is really awkward already. Like this car ride. I haven't even selected. How are you holding up? I guess we're both members of the dead mom's No. So, the funeral. I can't believe we've actually never met before this. How are you holding up? Fine. I feel... I mean, I picked Street Smart, but I don't really feel like... I don't know. We'll just do that. Okay. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. We're family, even if we just met. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. Really. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. Okay. Haha, yeah, Dead Moms Club. Sorry, I'm just reading these in my head. I'm not saying anything out loud. Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know, what my mom's problem was with the side of the family. Maybe. Or I don't know why my mom left, or what kind of grudge she had against the side of the family, but I'm sorry, I wish I'd known about you. I think that one's the most applicable for me, at least. Whatever. What's done is done. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep. Like I told you. Since I'm here, do you need any help? I know this stuff isn't easy. Okay. It's actually been fine. Just needed a coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Yikes, okay. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin and the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Ooh. Wow. What's with the, little baby head there? And a ram? And a very stoic little dude. He looks like he would be short if he stood upright. What is that? Creepy. Okay. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges, the aches and moans of the ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. She popped out of fucking nowhere. She just slid right in it. It just scared me. Okay. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floor have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways if you need to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Oh my god. There are a lot of options. I wish that this was like bigger so that way I could like see them all at once instead of scrolling. Okay, so I could do... I thought you were loaded. Why can't you why can't you afford to fix it? No. The place is falling apart. It's beautiful. So you live here? Cool. Thanks. It's beautiful. I don't think I've been in a building that feels as powerful as this. Okay, so I'm gonna go, so you live here? Oh, she looks very unhappy. Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free, so mind your manners. Or did your mother not teach you about those? Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you could also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Okay, so then some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Okay. Yeah, someone cleans this place? Jesus. Is there somewhere in town? Okay, hold on. Stop. Refocus. I've always dreamed of having a kitchen like this. Someone cleans this place is the first thing that I had thought. But I'm never gonna say that out loud. You said somebody actually cleans this place. Have you actually seen that? Or does this person just say that they did it and leave? That's so nice. Or it's nice. PB&J, how'd you know it was one of my favorites? How about this? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I won't be going with you. Yeah, thanks. Cool. Good talk. Jesus. I like her so much. Straight to the point. Okay, well, yeah, it's nice. It's a kitchen. Okay. Alright, what's next? Bathroom. Follow me. I like the kitty, though. Hi. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Talk to the cat. Yes. Don't try to pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Ne me parlez pas. Sorry, I don't speak French. I'm sorry, little lady. Je ne parle pas francés. Francés? Of course. How typically American. I shall debase myself by speaking your tongue, but only so that... Oh, so only so that I might insult you directly to your face, you uncultured swine. Ha ha. Very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. Oh yeah, so she... Okay. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights in, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to not have fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show, it's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must, if you must. Okay. Kinda gross. Is that the hair dye? She dyes her hair? God. Okay. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and the mystery stains paint the floor. Ew. Yeah, I'm gonna lift it up. Lift up to a seat. Oh! Scram, fellas, the jig's up! Oh my god. Okay, Bugs skitter from the bowls, you lift the seat. Yep, you're good. Yep, you aren't desperate enough for this. You know, on second thought, I don't think I need to go. You might as well try since we're here. Is there another bathroom? There's my bathroom, and there's my departed mother's, but this is the guest bathroom, so you should get used to using it. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go in town. You leave the bathroom to rejoin your cousin and finish the tour. You still have to go, but it can wait until later. Maybe you'll sneak out to the garden. That would... Yes. Next up, guest bedroom. Last up on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Oh, this is nice. Okay, this is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet's full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Yeah. Yeah, this is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Yeah, who used to sleep in here? When? This house is 150 years old. Many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Alright, I'll get settled in. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Okay, so tips, some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. Some right away and others down the line. Oh. Huh. So, yeah, where are you going? To work? Somebody has to pay the bills around here. Oh, well, what kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Can I watch? What? No. The mine's dangerous, and I can't babysit you and do my job. Oh. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. So that seems pretty impressive, maybe. Seems pretty boring. No, that's kind of sad. Ew, gross. Oh god. Hashtag girl boss. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with girl boss. Girl boss. Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running a gold mine. Talk about girl boss. Oh my god. That smile. Delightful. Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name, EVPC. Any other inane questions before I leave? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? I don't know. There's a very demanding job I should be getting back to right now that doesn't include figuring out activities for you to occupy your time with. I'm not your babysitter. Why don't you, I don't know, go walk around in town or something until you get tired? There are historic buildings to look at. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Okay. Do you think you could take me to town before you leave? No, it's just down the hill. You can walk there yourself. Okay. Are you sure you're okay? You kind of seem upset. I'm fine. I just need to get back to work. Okay. Let her leave, yeah. You decide to let Tabitha leave for work. Are we all set then? I'll see you tonight. Your cousin leaves through the front door, and now it's just you and the sprawling, decrepit estate. Okay, well, let's go settle in my room. Now that your cousin's gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Yeah, let's look out the window first. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. Once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while you enjoy the bird song. Boyd song. Yeah, you definitely do that, just not right now. Okay. Let's check out that painting. She looks very much like Tabitha, right? Like, just like the grumbling expression. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates in the description. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Let's check the closet. Oh, gross. No. Doll. No. Her shoe's gone. Do you think we'll have to find it? Is she fucking haunted? Okay. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Yep. We're gonna leave that alone. Some things are best left untouched. You close the closet behind you. I'll put my clothes in the dresser. A possum! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum. Is it just possum? Is there always an O in front of it? Lurks within. It's quiet but angry. Afraid. Oh, afraid. My friend, I know hurt. Afraid. What are you doing in my drawers? Warm. Dark. Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Which human? Oh, gross! No. Don't like that response. But Pearly Ann died. Only one human lives here. Dust and not good with names. Two humans live here. Dust. His name is Dust. Can you tell me about the humans who live here? Tell me about the two humans. One human sad. One human scary. The sad one. Cries. Gives Dustin bad sleeps. The scary one. Always watches. Ice hateful. Never mind. Thank you, Dustin. K. Can you move, please? I want to put my clothes in here. No, this is Dustin's house. Okay, I will put them in, I'll make them into a little nest. You poor thing, you look cold. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, you gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. He closes his mouth, somewhat more at ease than before, and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Human's kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this. You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna take a friggin' nap, am I? That's enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do right now. Okay, let's... I don't want to investigate a hidden wing. Sure. PB&J? I just want to check out the kitchen. I don't want to eat anything. You haven't had anything to eat all day, and the only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Okay. Let's talk to Fufu again. She hisses at you as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Do you like living here? I despise small talk. Okay. Can you tell me about Tabitha? This is the first time I've met her. Spare me your life story. Tabitha at least knows not to bother me. Can you tell me about my aunt? About Pearlie Ann? I never knew her. She's dead. I don't waste my time on corpses. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands. Oh, damn, girl. She lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. I don't... That's not gonna deter me. I'm still gonna ask. Let's search the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped on the door, reading, Janie, stay out, in all caps. Below, in separate handwriting, are the words, okie dokie. Gross. Wow, she really does like ice cream. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Gross. Examine the old takeout. Ugh! Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in a styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. It doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. God, put it back. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep primal disgust. You shove the container back into the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Let's check the mayonnaise. I do want to know how old it is. You shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old it is. Ugh, you pick up the jar, its label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate 5th grade. Best to put it back. What about the jelly? Reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. It's recent. Thank God. Okay. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen that Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. Okay. Let's close the fridge. I'm not going to touch our ice cream. You return to the kitchen. Okay, let's search the pantry. There's a dead mouse. Tons of peanut butter. Okay. Let's examine the macaroni and cheese. You can't say that you've ever seen the brand before. Huh. Oh, gross. Put it back. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and Shirley seems not to like you. You put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. Take the bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, knife, and some peanut butter. Take the peanut butter. Okay, the king of nut butters. Only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Ugh. Gross. I don't want to eat that. You close the pantry door as best as you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Yeah, let's just check out the garden, guys. Okay, so this garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Let's explore a little bit. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Okay. Oh, that's it? That's all I can do? Okay, let's return to the kitchen. You head back inside and close the door behind you. Let's go through the cabinets. The cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. Let's take some mug. What does it say? I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Altitude 4350. Wow. Maybe you could route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights. What's the shot glass? I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearl-Ann, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you'd heard about your mom, Pearl-Ann wasn't the type to have kids' friends? What does that mean? Who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties? Okay. Well, let's not... There's a note, though. Grab a bowl. Oh. You reach for the bowl, but as soon as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moth splashes onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl is a note that reads, "Moth trap, do not touch." Whoops. Well, it was right there. Idiot. Cat. Okay, your shirt's now pleasantly wet, and you'll probably change into something clean before you leave the house. Okay, let's just do that then. Okay, I'm not hungry anymore. Yeah, the state of this kitchen has put you off eating possibly forever. Maybe it's time to do something else. Should I? Let's save. Oh. Let's go to the Forbidden Wing. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the Forbidden Wing. Except for the locks and chains. Ooh. An insurmountable obstacle for most, but a mild inconvenience for you. Oh, shit. As the locks fall, the doors moan, revealing the entrance to what must have been once an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you could hear the quiet noises of an old piano playing from another room. The Forbidden Wing is yours to explore. You can hear the little piano. What's happening? It's very, very faint, but I can hear it. Should I do this? Yeah, why not? Okay, we'll see. Let's see. You can see why your cousin warned you against coming here. It's clear that the chaos of the nature is doing its best to reclaim this place. Years of detritus have piled here like gathering leaves, and the floor tile has been torn apart, destroying the order that once made this place beautiful. The piano you heard is from outside the ballroom has grown louder. Wherever it is, it's nearby. Maybe it's just a self-playing model, or maybe you aren't as alone as you thought. Ooh, let's see some of the painting. Looks like eggs. Oh, okay, ancestry. You make your way over to the painting covering the far wall. It's a family tree. Angry sketches cover the space where your mother should be. Ooh. Okay. Figure out where the piano is. As far as you could tell, there are 3 exits to the ballroom. There is, of course, the door you came through. On your far right, it's a door behind a broken floor, a dead end. Across the room from where you entered is the 3rd and final exit, a glass doorway that you could just barely make out behind a pile of broken furniture. You move to investigate it more closely. As you approach, the plating grows clearer. Without a doubt, the piano is behind this door. Should I clear the furniture? You try with all your might, it's just too heavy. Okay, let's leave then. You return to the entrance of the sealed wing and carefully reattach the locks. After what you've seen and heard in the ballroom, you weigh how much longer you should even stay at this stand on your own. Okay, well, let's go to town. With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to really do here. You leave the estate and head out to explore the town. Before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and dead moths. Okay. Oh, nice. Urban Explorer. Let's save. Okay. If you'd known you'd just have to wind up walking all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Yeah. Oh wow, there's like a whole lot of nothing. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but with its sidewalks cracked and many of the storefronts boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. What puppy! Gretchen, come back. Quit bothering strangers. Why, I do declare. Who is this stranger? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Evie Peasy. My oh my! I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Ha! That's funny, a way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look, dusty enough for that. Okay. You're in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yeah. I just got into town today. Wow. I didn't think there would be anybody else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. I haven't seen her since Perlan passed, or for a while before that now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so cute. Yeah, she did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. Was she always so, you know, rough around the edges? Yeah, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind, that she's still in her grumpy old self. Okay. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she'd probably never admit it. How long have you known her for? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everyone else as far back as I can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we both were in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck, she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was a little more than prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. And she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. What? Oh. Was that the dog saying that? Sorry. Oh, before it slips my mind. If you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Frou-Frou. How does that monster fare? Hmm. Sounds like you'd frou have history. Wait, are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog right now. Uh... Yeah, I'm joking. If I could actually talk to animals, do you think I'd do that in front of people? Casually do it in front of other people. That'd be way more discreet than that. Couldn't have people know my secret. Punk ass. Yeah, of course that'd be ridiculous. You and Stella maintain awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know not... Wait, and do let her know that not only do I still draw her breath, but I very much still plan to outlive her. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, so if you just got into town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Um... Yeah, sure, why not? Awesome, let's go. Wow. This looks nice. This is good. That looks normal, right? The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs in the air, in contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate. The diner is filled with the comforting din of human life, all which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Silently stare. I don't know what to do, man. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Uh, or perhaps unwilling to break the silence. Hey, this is Tabitha's cousin. She got into town for the funeral. I'm showing her around. Stella moves to the nearest booth, and you quickly follow. There's no need to be nervous, you know. They won't bite. Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed up the coffee. You quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. For me, for me! Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. You get to hit the Y or triangle button on your gamepad to hide the text. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Yeah, I'll have a coffee. Just a coffee, thanks. No problem. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I am sorry for loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Should have gone for the biscuit. They're really good, but I guess you've got all week. Maybe you'll get one tomorrow. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there's any cool events going on this week. There's always a reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing us a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Yeah, maybe I'll check some of those out. That sounds cool. Anyway, those are all the big events I could think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I kind of assumed I'd be spending my time trying to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for a full schedule. Okay. That's really sweet of you, but you're right. That'll definitely still leave you with plenty of time to kill. Have you thought about exploring the local trails? I'm usually out there a few nights a week for my job, so I'd be happy to show you around. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, a biscuit in tow. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit. On the house. She sends her condolences. Oh. Thank you, it looks great. Sure. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy, it nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite, it melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is the perfect biscuit. Whoa. Yeah, this is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. What? Really? Uh, oh cool. Yeah, what kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Ah. You should really check out her channel, EVPZ. It's amazing. They called you by your name, didn't they? They shouldn't know your name. Yeah. Yeah, how do you know my name? Oh, sorry. It's just that most people in town know about you. I'm sure that must seem creepy. Ah, well, I guess the cat's out of the bed. The Holler's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended family. Yeah. Hold on. It's good. Yeah, I was just caught off guard. Yeah, why are they talking about me? Is my question. Okay, well, glad that didn't freak you out too much. Yeah, don't worry. Nothing Pearlian said about you will stick, that's for sure. You could just make a good first impression and wipe the slate clean with a whole new town. What was she saying about me? Ah, geez, look. I'm sorry you even said anything. Hey, don't worry about it. Pearlian was a gossip and would do this sort of thing with everyone. Spreading weird little rumors about folks was kind of her trademark. Anyways, weren't we in the middle of talking about Stella's illustrious YouTube career? I guess we were, weren't we? I think the best video to start with would be the river one. You know, the controversial one? Oh, yeah. The Catawba... What? The Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I've also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. It's a mountain lion. I think that's a mountain lion. You can kind of make its little kitty cat ears. No, no way. It's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian. Isn't it Appalachian? Or Appalachian? I don't know. Appalachian? Mountain lion myth, and found Jack squat. And there is no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And it's too short to be a mountain lion. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owners set free, and now forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along? It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait! No spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. What's Skunk Ape? Oh, it's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky. That sort of thing. You gonna be there, Gretchen? Oh, naturally. I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side, through thick and thin, however hot her passions may be. Of course. It's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Yes, I know, Mormon. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll kind of be like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the whole gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close up the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we'd be able to get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? It feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you want to come out to the woods tonight. I met someone cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. Yeah, I know. Yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're gonna go look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man. That sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we could have a more low-key hang. How's that? Huh, yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Reese. There's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Oh, that was Gretchen saying that. Okay. So it looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask me to bring you... Wait, did he ask you to bring me to his house? Weird. Why? He's excited to meet you? I guess. That's a little weird, though. I think you'll find that most folks in this town are. Is it okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave this house. Hold on. Well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome. I'll make it happen. He's definitely the tricky one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait, and we've got skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. Okay. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems like everyone in this town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunt. Yeah, leave a tip. I always leave a tip. I feel like that's just a polite thing to do. You reach into your pockets and pull out a single crumpled dollar bill and a quarter. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you've got it, you think to yourself. You leave the money on the table and follow Stella out of the diner. Oh, wow. The art's so cool. Is that where I'm at? Is that where the town is here? So is that where I walked from? If it hadn't been very cool when you first arrived in town. But as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel, unsettled? Your guts tingle in knots with each step as you ascend into the unknown hills. Every snapping twig and rustling leaf makes your heart beat faster and your eyes go wider. Stella, by comparison, is jaunty. You wish you had her confidence, but you can't shake the feeling that something bad awaits you in the woods. Ooh. This is the stopping point. All right. So I will pick this up next time if you liked it. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. This is just the demo. But I'm really enjoying it so far. So I didn't expect the demo to be this long, but I'm excited. All right, well, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.